Guys, what in the world is going on with like handbags and this whole like dupe culture kind of topic at the moment? Okay, I didn't want that to be a rant. It turned into a rant.
Good morning, everyone. I am heading out to get a facial, so I thought I could do a little bit of a vlog because I do have a few things I wanna talk to you guys about, just kind of catch up, also share with you. I picked up a few things from Banana Republic, H&M, Target. I want to pass by Mango. So yeah, I just thought we can have a little bit of a chatty vlog as we always do. First off, I want to say thank you to all of you guys for the comments and just the excitement that we shared in my latest unboxing. Here she is. This is Blueberry. I still can't believe she's mine. She's beautiful. I love the pop of color, and I think she's gonna pair with a lot of my outfits. Like as I put my summer wardrobe together, I really feel like I'm gonna be able to incorporate her a lot. Now, really quick, because I said that I did want to go to Mango, I actually have these linen pants. I think they're like 2 or 3 years old that I got from there, and I think they brought out a matching sort of vest. So I'm wearing these today. I'll go over my outfit in a minute, but I'm wearing these today because I do want to pass by to see if maybe we can have like a little bit monochromatic moment. I know that the blues are exactly not the same, but I feel like we can still play it off if the vest does match the pants exactly. So that's what I wanted to try and see in order to be able to have another little kind of outfit put together for Blueberry. So yes, thank you guys for all the amazing feedback. I love you guys. I know that this is like such a wonderful community that I've grown and that we build together, and I really enjoy sharing all these things with you guys because I feel like you all get it. On that note, I want to dive into something that I haven't talked about here yet, and I have shared it a ton over on my Instagram, but as you guys know, I am obsessed with anything like scarves, twillies, all that stuff. I love playing around with that in order to add a little bit of pop or a touch into my outfits. And I discovered a brand a couple of years back, and her focus is on building silk bracelets. So the majority of her pieces are used as bracelets, but obviously, you know me, I find different ways to incorporate the pieces, and I love putting them on my handbag handles, wearing them as little neck scarves, all this good stuff. All of that to say that we build a friendship, and last year she actually reached out to me and told me that she wanted to build kind of like a silk bracelet with my ideas. I was so honored, I was so surprised, I was so happy. So I wanted to share with you guys the May silk bracelet. Here she is. If you follow me on Instagram, you have seen it a bunch of times, but I wanted to share it with my YouTube family because I know some of you don't have Instagram. Aren't the colors so beautiful? So you guys know my obsession with burgundy, and I just felt like the orange is such a good year-round color. And honestly, I felt like this pairing together would work so well for year-round period. I did want to add a few kind of like little palm leaves and just kind of fun, bright details because coming from Miami, I felt like I wanted the silk piece to just stand out and really represent me. She honestly did an amazing job at putting all of my ideas together and making this come to life. Now, I also wanted to point out that these are a little bit different than Hermes in lengthwise. So as you can see, here is the Hermes, the blue one, and then this is the Silk Philosophy silk piece. And here's how much longer the Hermes are compared to this one. The Silk Philosophy pieces are also thinner, as you can see, and I honestly feel like they both have a specific place depending on how you're going to use them. Again, there's so much possibilities of how to style these. You can even style it like around the brim of like a beach hat. So many fun options to do. So yes, I really appreciated that she reached out and wanted to create such a fun piece together with me, and I love how it turned out. Okay, next up, I shared on Instagram, and I'm sorry, I know that I share a lot of things on Instagram. I just feel like it's a lot easier than the community page tab here, but I do need to get better at that. So that's something that I'm gonna be working on. However, I shared there before I actually left on my Italy trip, so almost 2 months ago, Neghetti was having like an archive sale, which honestly came at a surprise because she's never done any sales, but we're all here for a good sale. So as soon as she launched it, I shared it on Instagram, and then I ran over to the website and picked up something which I am so glad was part of the sale. So I ended up picking up the
Naghetti St. Bart's tote in this beautiful combination, and this is the size large. My mom actually picked up this one in the small size when it was released, and when I saw it I was like, oh my god, that is so stunning. However, I had the large in the black, I also had the small in another combination, and then I do have my medium in the Miami pink. Let me bring it out just for a quick size comparison. So here's the medium and here is the large. So as I was saying, I had the large in the black. However, I have gone ahead and I got rid of the black because I did feel like I wanted the large in a fun combination, just because I do use the large a lot. One, when we do take like beach vacations, and also when we go to the beach in general. Especially if I have to carry like towels for my husband and I really feel like this size is a lot more comfortable than the medium. The medium I like to use like if we're just hanging around a resort and I don't need to worry about like towels and things like that. I feel like this is a great option. So I saw that this one came out and I was sold. I think it was under $150, you guys, which blew my mind, because I think these retail are like about $3 something at the moment. As always, they do come with the additional pouch, which is super cute, and you can wear like independently, you know, if you are like in a resort or in a beach vacation. So yes, I'm super excited about my new bag. We do have a Mexico trip coming for my birthday, and of course she's coming with, and I will be using her as kind of like my personal item, as well as like the beach tote that I carry around. Okay, let me share with you my outfit of the day, because I'm already running late as I always am, and then I can head out and we'll catch up a little bit later. Please excuse the mess behind me, but here's what we have going on. It's one of those ribbed t-shirts that I picked up in Italy from H&M, and then these are the pants that I was telling you guys about. I am living in wide leg anything at the moment. They're so comfortable. I feel like they're very flattering. Also, I just have a hard time finding a good length. These fit me perfect. They hit me right at my ankle. I found a few other ones, which I will share later, that actually hit me a little bit lower, but I still like the fit. So yeah, this is what they look like. And wouldn't it be the cutest paired with that little baby right there? I think it'll work really well. Hopefully the vest is like the exact same color. For handbag, we have my Picatin with her newest little partner in crime, the Pegasus that I picked up in Italy. Guys, I'm obsessed with that statement wing. I'm not an exotics handbag kind of gal. I tried the Aria from Sunrev. You guys probably remember that one. Didn't work out for me. So I just love the kind of like little statement of an exotic, not a full-on piece. So this is the look. Very May with the black, but we're also adding a little bit of color, which I'm really enjoying for the summer season. Hopefully we can take it into fall somehow as well. All right, we are all done with facial. I literally just came to pick up my contacts because I needed to replenish on my contact lenses, and I did that since I was around the area. Now facial, face is a little red, but still looking good. It is a never-ending process with facials with me. I do chemical peel for 6 months, and then I do the facial for the remainder of the 6 months of the year, just because the chemical peel definitely helps out a lot, especially with like the acne scars that I do have from suffering from like teenager acne. I had really bad breakouts, and then just hormonal acnes, which have been a non-stop kind of thing for me. So that happens a lot on like the chin area, hence why you see like there's still a lot of those that come out. But yeah, it is what it is. I am heading now to Mango to see if I find that vest that I want to try, and then I will head back home. I didn't bring my protein shake, which you guys normally know that in a vlog we would be having a little protein shake now with some coffee. I didn't bring it because I'm actually starting a new workout program. I started it this week. So I've basically just worked out to work out all my life. I really enjoy working out, but I've just done it to kind of like be in shape, be active sort of thing. Now with my new trainer, I kind of have like a goal in mind, and I kind of want to achieve something with my physique. So I am trying to be as good as I possibly can be in order to follow, you know, the steps and kind of like the programs that he does give me, so that I could see those changes. Give me 1 second, because this is like chaos here. So you guys ever follow like your GPS, but then you kind of like think that it's one way, and then it turns out to be the complete opposite way, and now you're like, oh crap. So anyways, yeah, I'm following like the program as best as I can because I really want to achieve those differences like in my body and just feel comfortable in my own skin. I had shared with you guys kind of like the program that I was going through the past 6 months. So basically I was in a cut, which meant that I was under my calories for like maintenance. I was not under eating, but below what I needed to maintain because I wanted to lose some body fat. And then I did that for 6 months. I went on my vacation, definitely treated myself, had no sort of limitations during my vacation. I shared with you guys how much gelato we had, how much pasta, pizza, I mean everything. We definitely enjoyed ourselves. And that's the balance that I want to have in my life. Rudy and I really enjoy traveling, and when I'm on vacation, I don't want to have to be counting macros or limiting what I'm eating or anything like that. And I honestly just feel like that helps me enjoy my life in general, and I feel like that's a sustainable balance that I can keep. So with that being said, once we got back, I spoke to my trainer, and then he asked me kind of what I wanted to, you know, achieve next. And I did tell him that I really wanted to start seeing some definition in my body, because with the cut, I did lose inches and I did go down in sizes, but I did feel a little bit kind of like flabby in a way, if we can call it that. So what I want to ultimately do, no, this is not the way we're going. So what I ultimately want to do is start toning up, especially as we get older. I feel like kind of, you know, having that muscle sort of foundation is very important, because, you know, things start to get a little bit looser as you age, which is totally normal, but just for me and to feel happy again with my own body. So what we're doing now is we're ranking up the calories to maintenance, and then, which is basically what I would need to eat in order to maintain where I am. But what that's going to allow me to do is that it's going to allow me to lift heavier. So I've always done strength training. I feel like, yeah, pretty much since I started working out, literally since I was like maybe like 15 or 16, I've always done some sort of strength training. So lifting weights for me is not anything new. I know the movements, I know what I need to do, I feel comfortable doing it. So we're gonna do that, but I'm gonna be able to lift heavier because I'm able to eat more. So he basically put up my calories, my protein, which is obviously what's gonna help me build the muscle, and then what else? Steps remain the same. So he wants me to get anywhere from 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day, which is pretty doable. I got like a whole little setup for me at home so that I can kind of get in steps while I'm working, because since my job is working from home at a desk, it was taking me almost like an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes to get 10,000 steps. So now with that little setup that I have going on, sorry sir, I didn't mean to cut you off. Now with that little setup that I have going on, I can definitely get in those steps. Anyways, that's that for the workout. The whole idea was that I didn't bring my protein shake, because now the protein shake is kind of like a little bit low on the calories that I need. So I'm doing another snack, but I also didn't think that I was gonna take this long out, and I'm kind of hungry, even though I ate more for breakfast than I normally do, because obviously I started adding now more calories. Good morning guys, it is the next day and I wanted to share with you guys a few of the pieces that I did pick up. First off, let's go over the main outfit of this whole entire vlog, and it is this matching set. I'm so excited how well the blues paired together. So just wanted to share with you how she pairs. I knew that the bag was going to be a little bit more of a bolder blue, and I'm okay with that because I do feel like if it was too monochromatic, it would be like a little bit too much. So I really kind of like that the bag stands out. I would love to hear what you guys think about this whole kind of like little matching outfit and then my little blueberry bag to finish it off. Okay, ignore the wrinkling of all of these items because obviously I'm taking them out of the packages and kind of trying them on to see if I'm going to keep them or not. This is a return. So here was the thought behind this. I really wanted like a white linen set. I did go for the shorter sleeves because I do have a long sleeve linen white shirt from H&M, so I thought that I could use that one, but I don't like it. I don't like how the short sleeves look. I feel like it makes it look a little bit more masculine than I would like the set to look. Just giving you guys my opinion, okay? And then the pants, total miss. White linen pants are such a struggle. They are completely see-through. I hate that you can see the pockets. I'm wearing nude underwears, but yeah, they are like completely see-through. Obviously, sizing is completely off, which that's something with Quins. I have realized that their sizing is a little bit like all over the place sometimes. This is a small on the shirt, and I mean, and it fits me loose, it fits me perfectly fine. The pants are also a small and they fit me like very tight on my thigh area. Obviously, I know that that all depends on your body type as well, but I would probably go up to a medium, even probably a large on these, just for that kind of like loose fit that I was wanting. All right, next set. This one is definitely a keep. Like, I already bought it. I bought it in the store. I just haven't steamed it, hence why the top is like a little bit wrinkled. But this is actually a set from Banana Republic, and it's not a set because they're two completely different pieces. I'm just gonna wear it as a set. So we do have a little bit of a cropped vest top. I love the square neckline. It gives me the chance to play around with like some scarves or even like some chunky necklaces or some chunky jewelry. And then the pants are kind of like a satin material. They do have pockets. I do want to share that it's kind of like an elastic waistband, but you do have a little bit of a drawstring to kind of play around with. Fit is perfect. These are a size small, and on the top I went for a size 6, but honestly the 8 also fit me really nicely. It was just a little bit looser. This one I like that I can wear it like this all closed, or if I wanted to, like if I'm at the beach or something, I can do like a little bit of an open situation at the bottom. So I like that it gave me that option. I love this. I love the length of the pants. I can wear it with like flat sandals, but I can also wear it with some little heels. And I thought, how cute would it be with my Bride-a-Brac or Bride-a-Brac, whatever the name is, from Hermes. I just thought that this would be so fun for like a little beach, like either brunch or lunch or something like that. All right, next up we have H&M. As you can see, I'm holding the same piece because I had bought a few pieces and I got this dress in an extra small. I did feel like it was a little bit tight around my chest area. So I ended up ordering the small. But now I feel like this one is too loose, and this is part of like their little bit more of an expensive line. And I don't know, I just, even like when I lean forward, like this part just moves forward a lot and you can see literally everything underneath. Okay, maybe I'm going crazy. So this is the extra small. I actually think it fits fine. I don't know. It doesn't fit bad. I'm adjusting the kind of like little layering piece that it has. It actually fits a lot better even on the sides. Yeah, if I decide to keep it, I'm definitely going to go for the extra small. I also thought it would look so cute with this piece as well because it does pick up the beige pieces that the dress has. So I thought that this could be like a fun outfit, and then shoes, sandals, heels, anything like that in like a nude color would work well. Let me know what you guys think about the dress. I love it. I feel like it's such a good statement piece. Okay, last of H&M is this beautiful set. Are you guys tired of my matching sets kind of craze at the moment? It is in this brown shade, but it's absolutely stunning. First off, let's go over the details. I don't know if you guys can pick up. I think you can. It has like these really pretty kind of like fringe lines all throughout. I love that. I just think that it gives a kind of like elegant sort of outfit, a little bit of a casual take. Now the top is a crop top, as you can see. It does also have slits on the side, which that's my bra that you can see there. So I would probably end up wearing it with like a little bit of a bandeau. If you are bigger in the chest area, definitely size up. I'm wearing a medium and this is how it fit. I feel like the small would have been absolutely too tight and too short. I'm gonna raise up my hands just so you guys can see how high it goes. It won't show any breast area, but it does go a little bit higher up. Skirt. Here is where I'm hesitating on whether or not to keep the skirt. Skirt is beautiful. It's like a very form-fitting sort of like pencil skirt style. You do have a little slit in the back. I'll insert a clip. So I love it. I also feel like this is a great set where you can interchange the pieces with other pieces in your wardrobe. And then the skirt is also very high-waisted. Here's my belly button and it goes like almost 2 fingers above that. When I have it on, normally you can't tell, but it is loose at the waist area. However, in the bum and sort of like hip area, it's very fitting. It has the tiniest bit of stretch to it. So I feel like I can still get away with it, even like if I need to sit down or, you know, like I can bend over, I can do all that stuff, you know? So I feel like she could work. Let me know. Let me know your guys' thoughts in regards to the set. Now, here's some of the pieces from Target. Actually, yeah, 1 and 2, because I have some sandals to share with you guys. But I'm on the hunt for like a maxi white skirt. I have a cotton white skirt, but it kind of hits me mid-chin, and I feel like that's such an awkward length sometimes. So I thought that this one would be nice. There's some good things and there's some bad things. Let's address the good things first. It is a maxi length. It hits like the floor for me. I'm 5'3" and I have her like really high up on my waist. It is a waistband sort of material, so keep that in mind. I'm wearing a size small, and honestly, like an extra small would have probably fit me still. So just keep that in mind in case you're, you know, in between sizes. Has pockets, which we all love pockets. Why is that a thing, right? I feel like if something doesn't have pockets, it automatically kind of like, oh, that's such a bummer. So it has pockets. It is also lined. So the material on the outside is kind of like a gauzy sort of kind of material. But then you do have a lining in the bottom, and what I like about the lining is that it actually just goes all the way down with the skirt too, so you don't have like that off sort of color. Unfortunately, I think it's too much for what I wanted. I kind of just wanted like a simple sort of maxi skirt, and this one is very like voluminous, as you can see, and I just think that it's a little bit too extra for what I was going for. So I just paired it with that brown linen top, and I thought it paired super cute together, especially since this one is cropped. I feel like it hits me perfectly with the skirt, and it also covers, you know, like the waistband, which is that cinching kind of material. Now let's talk about the shoes. I thought that they were so cute. They do have this really pretty kind of like gold band at the front, and I love this style of shoe because since I do have a little bit of wider feet, just the fact of having like just a wide strap like this is a lot more comfortable. They say they have memory foam, and they do have a little bit of foam here at the heel, so that's nice. And then the part around the ankle I thought was so interesting, so I will pop up a clip of how it looks, but it kind of just lays on the top of your foot, and then it is sturdy, so your foot does feel like it's not in place and not going anywhere. They're kind of very understated, but I really like that statement of like the gold bar here. I thought it was really cute. I did size down in these, so I'm typically a size 7.5 in like slide shoes. I'm wearing a 7 and they fit perfectly, so just keep that in mind. I believe these are on sale also for the weekend, but even if they're not on sale, which I didn't get them on sale, they're 25 bucks, so you can't go wrong. Okay, so I was about to finish the vlog, but I remembered I have something to share with you guys, and it is a quick little unboxing from what I picked up at the School of Leather in Florence. I shared with you guys a little bit in a vlog how I was so disappointed with like those leather markets in Florence. And after doing a little bit of research, I realized, or not realized, I learned that Italy's leather laws are kind of just very do as you please sort of thing. So basically, if a material has any sort of percentage of leather in it, then you can just put that the piece is a leather piece, which I understand. Technically, it does have leather, so it is a leather piece, but it's not a good quality leather piece, if that makes sense. So I know a ton of you have reached out to me after that and have shared with me how, you know, you've gone to other kind of little shops and that you have found really well-made pieces. Unfortunately, that was all done after I was gone, so I wasn't able to see those places, but I did pick up something from the School of Leather, which we visited, and it was such a fun experience. Like, you can see the people working on the pieces right then and there. They also have like a kind of like a la carte option for you, sort of like Hermes. I was talking to one of the girls there and she was super helpful. You know, you kind of like put in your request. They have different styles which you can choose from. You can choose the color. You can even choose like different leather combinations to put together. My battery's dying. Give me 1 second. Okay, so as I was saying, sorry if the audio is a little bit off. I had to start filming on my phone because all of my batteries are dead. Anyways, so I went there and she explained to me how you can kind of, you know, make the piece as you wish. And it does take about 5 months, but they can even ship it to you with the VAT refund and they cover shipping and everything. Now with all the new chaos of tariffs, I'm not too sure how that would work. But I'm sure that you can like reach out and things like that. Or I just thought that it would be like a super cute souvenir. So with that being said, I looked around a little bit at the things that they had already created. And I wanted to pick up a clutch that I saw, which was so pretty. But I couldn't decide on a color. I'm so indecisive when it comes to that. Like, I want to go out of my comfort zone, but at the same time, I feel like I want to add something that I know that I will gravitate to over and over again. So I decided to pass up on the clutch and I went for a little small leather good, just kind of as a little souvenir instead. And this is what I picked up. So it is a little wallet. It does have kind of like that intrecciato. I'm sorry, I'm probably mispronouncing that, but basically the weaving that is very known in like Italian brands, very Bottega, as you can see. And then I really liked this kind of horse bit little clasp that it does have here. So I feel like they took inspiration from some brands and they kind of put their own kind of like look together, which I'll get into that in a moment. But yes, I loved it. And the best part is that I was able to get it customized. The gentleman asked me what I wanted to put. I chose my initials, ML, and you can pick like the color of the foil that you want and they do it right then and there for you. So I thought that that was such a cute touch. Compare it with my little Kelly. How cute of a matching moment is that? So yeah, I'm gonna be switching out from my wallet. I'm actually using my Calvi Duo right now. This is in the Rose Azali, and then I'll switch out to this one. Before I finish off this video, I wanna leave off on a kind of like inspirational. I'm sure it's not gonna be very inspirational, but anyways, guys, what in the world is going on with like handbags and this whole like dupe culture kind of topic at the moment? Like, what happened to just buying what you love? If you can afford a designer bag and you want to buy it, or you can't but you still want to buy it, do you? Like, what is going on with everybody kind of like shaming people for getting either something that's similar to another piece or just talking bad about that? Like, why are we judging people on how they choose to spend their money, basically? Like, I can bring out examples. Let's bring out my Clio Bella, which, as you can see it, you can definitely see a very similar piece that it represents. I said specifically when I added this piece that I love the Bottega Mini Jodi. I just personally don't feel that the price point is worth it for me and the use that I'm going to give to that bag. Therefore, I wanted to find something similar that had sort of that same kind of like use for it, but that wasn't going to break the bank for me personally. So I went this route. This is from Clio Bella. It has that same sort of vibe. It fits so much. It has the weaving on it, and I'm totally happy with it. So why are we making such a big deal about this like dupe culture? I get it in the sense of maybe trying to bring awareness to be a little bit more sustainable and maybe not get things that are not going to last you as long as a leather piece. I understand that, but at the same time, I'm like, if that person wants to go that route, so be it. Maybe that's either all they could afford at the moment, or maybe that's just what they want to buy, you know, with their funds. And it is what it is. Even if people are wearing exact imitations of something, not replicas, so not with the logos, because we all know kind of like where that stems from and, you know, the history behind that. But I'm saying, like, even if they buy the Amazon version of the mini Jody, which has no logos, but it's identical, but it's not the Bottega Veneta option, let them rock their Amazon handbag as they want to. Like, who cares? Why are you buying bags and what are you trying to prove is my question, if you're so concerned with that topic. You get me? Like, even if they want to buy the Walmart Birkin, let them buy the Walmart Birkin. Like, does it affect you? It doesn't. Like, I know why I'm buying the Birkin. I buy it because I know it's a Birkin. I know that it's the quality of it. I mean, I'm not going to get into that topic because I was tired of hearing about that topic very quickly when it started coming out. And now we have all these other like made in China things and like luxury YouTubers and content creators getting rid of their bags for whatever the reasons are and all of that. So at the end of the day, the kind of message that I hope that you take from this is buy your pieces for you. Don't buy your pieces thinking about what somebody else is going to think. Don't buy your pieces thinking about what you're trying to prove to somebody, because at the end of the day, if you're doing it for that reason, I guarantee that you're not going to enjoy your pieces as much as you should. So anyways, I've seen a lot of like that whole dupe culture kind of thing coming around, and I'm just like, why are we stressing that? Like, let people buy whatever it is that they want to buy. It doesn't bother me if somebody wants to dress from head to toe in fakes or in dupes or in replicas. Let them do them. Okay, I didn't want that to be a rant. It turned into a rant. So that's it for now. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. It was so nice catching up with you all. Let me know what was your favorite piece. Let me know what's new with you guys. I love chatting with you guys down in the comment section as always. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to catch you all in my next one. Bye everyone.